in the last stream, we began a new journey here in Antimatter Chemistry, and we actually got a surprising amount of stuff. I was not expecting to have the energy cell here, nor was I expecting to get a digital storage system given to us so early on in the pack, but we have it, and what I've done between streams is kind of a bit more of some of the grindier stuff that we were doing in the last stream. Most specifically, I've gone ahead and done a bunch of mining down here with the iron hammer, so we now have quite a bit in the way of white antimatter to hopefully prevent us having to go down and do a lot more mining in today's stream. And I've also gone ahead and made more storage drawers here. I have made them all these 2x2 drawers. You can, of course, make storage drawers that just hold one item, which probably would have been preferable for the white antimatter. As you can see, it's taking up 3 slots here because we have 1,329 white antimatter up there. But I felt just for consistency's sake, we'd go with a bunch of 2x2 drawers. But yeah, so I've organized all of my elements on the left side here. We got our compounds on the right. We got some other kind of like bits that we had lying around that we had, I guess, enough of to warrant a draw, or that I thought we were going to get enough of to warrant a draw. And then over here, I also got all of that white antimatter, a little bit of grey antimatter, and then I did do a little bit of beet farming as well, so that hopefully, if we need any more redstone or iron in today's stream, we can go ahead and get that fairly easily. So, at the end of the last stream, we were looking at completing these 3 quests here to get obsidian. We were getting the aluminum oxide, the magnesium oxide, and the potassium chloride. So, right now, we have 43 potassium chloride. We've got all of the magnesium and all of the aluminum oxide. Those are done. All we need to do is get the remaining potassium chloride, which is made with potassium and chlorine. But the way that we've been getting it is, of course, via the mineral salts here, which I have also gone ahead and kind of topped up between streams. So we do have a little bit more in the way of mineral salt ready to go right at the start of today's stream. So hopefully it won't take us too long here to get all of the potassium chloride that we need, at which point it looks like we're going to get 10 obsidian to presumably make another portal, head through to the nether, and then get some soul sand, fight some pigmen, and I'm very much so looking forward to getting some cobblestone generators up and running. Presumably we can then start, just pumping the cobblestone, maybe directly into the chemical dissolver to get a bunch of resources going, but I won't count my chickens before they've hatched. We'll see how that plays out in a minute here. We do have sodium chloride, and so if we could, if we wanted to, take the sodium chloride, turn that into sodium and chlorine, into sodium and chlorine, and then combine the chlorine with potassium to get the potassium chloride, and we can get potassium from potatoes, which are easy enough. We need starch and potassium for the potatoes, and starch is made from carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and there does appear to be a quest down here, an optional quest to make 32 potatoes. And speaking actually of optional quests, there is a quest line down at the bottom here called side quests, which start here, and it gives us the pineapple pizza. And then we have already completed the Dem Hops quest, which chat did tell me about, which is a quest to jump 300 times, which gives you the slime sling and slime boots. So these are pretty nifty. Slime boots prevent you from taking fall damage, and the slime sling allows you to kind of catapult yourself into the air. Look at that, and you do bounce. You do have to be careful, because if you don't, you can like hold shift to not bounce with the slime boots, but if you do that, you risk taking damage if you did, if you fall too hard. I believe you can also do this on like an angle to really get some, oh, look at that, to really get some distance between you and your base. That is real nice. And if we ever end up having to do some, long distance traveling, then that could be particularly useful. So very much so happy that we have that. And we do now have, chat, 84 potassium chloride. So let's go ahead and grab all that, complete the potassium chloride quest, and then take a look at the next quest here. So that gave us 2 blocks of coal, and now we have 10 obsidian. You'll need plenty of silicon dioxide to make obsidian. So the obsidian is made with magnesium, potassium, aluminum, and then silicon. So we do need a lot of silicon dioxide. We can get the silicon dioxide by combining silicon and oxygen. Alternatively, we can get it from like cobblestone, although we don't really have a good amount of cobblestone. We could also get it from dirt. We do have a way of duplicating dirt, but I don't think that's going to necessarily net us silicon dioxide because we need to use silicon dioxide to make the gravel to make the extra dirt. So that might not work. I guess just the antimatter is what we're going to use here. If we dissolve the antimatter, we have a 50% chance of getting silicon dioxide. How much silicon dioxide do we currently have? We currently have 22 silicon dioxide. So I think we are basically just going to start by running like a ton of white antimatter through here. Does the gray antimatter have a slightly higher chance? It does, yeah. So we might as well take that, I guess, actually, and use that first and then swap over to the white antimatter, just because the white antimatter can also be used, of course, in the making of other colors of antimatter that we might need later on in today's stream. So I will start taking all of those. I guess we're going to need, what, 240 silicon dioxide if we're going to make 10 obsidian here, which is quite a bit, but definitely seems within the realm of possibility. There is a fair point to be made, actually, that we should probably swap out Speedy Hopper 1 for Speedy Hopper 2 here, because I believe that Speedy Hopper 2 is faster than Speedy Hopper 1. And so that will hopefully pump the items in a little quicker. Yeah, that does seem a bit faster there. How are we doing on silicon dioxide? We have got 301, actually, so we have more than enough silicon dioxide here. So let's grab basically all of that with the potassium chloride, the magnesium oxide, and the aluminum oxide. And if we head on over to our good old friend, the chemical combiner, we should now have, I believe, everything it takes to make 10 obsidian. So we'll put in you, and then you. And it does need a lot of silicon dioxide, but it does appear to be working. Nice. Okay. So let's put these back. Which is easier said than done, apparently. And then I guess we're just going to build an actual portal. We were given a diamond pickaxe, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure why they'd give us a diamond pick when we have a tinker's one, although I guess it's just in case we do place the obsidian down incorrectly. We can break it. There's a quest here which says, now would be a good time to use the /set home command before you wander too far away from your base. I have already done this, but you can type /set home, and that will set the current point that you're standing on as your new home. And then if you're, elsewhere in the world, for example, if you use your slime sling to bounce yourself quite far away and you end up getting lost, you can do /home, and it will teleport you back to where you did the /set home command. So that is all well and good. And so now we just have to set up a nether portal. So this is pretty much standard Minecraft procedure here. How much cobblestone do we have? 28. I will take 4 cobblestone here just to ease the building process. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, again. Take off the slime boots, Isaac. 1, 2, 3. We'll then do you, and you. Perfect. All right. We should also have some iron lying around, I believe. We do. And then as far as flint goes, is there a recipe for flint? Can we make it actually with silicon dioxide? We totally can. 3 silicon dioxide equals 1 flint. So 1, 2, 3 of you. Over in here. Unlock the current recipe. And there we go. Nice. I assume this is normal. It is indeed. And so I believe that we should be good to go. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like an antimatter nether or like a standard vanilla Minecraft nether or something else entirely. It does appear at first glance to be a regular 1.12 Minecraft nether, which is good to see. We also do get a choice of either a 4K ME storage cell or a 4K regular storage cell. We're of course going to take the refined storage cells. That is what we have going on here. And so now we have a quest to kill 16 zombie pigmen. It says kill hellish pigs, which you can get loot crates and rotten flesh from. You can also get gold from them as a plus. And then we have gathering souls. Dig up a stack of soul sand. So we do have our stone mattock, which is not particularly fast, I don't think. Although, presumably, we can excavate the soul sand if we find some. Unfortunately, we didn't seem to spawn too close to any. There is a lot of gravel here that I guess we could use if we wanted to get a lot of, silicon dioxide, a lot of dirt, a lot of stuff like that going forward. And in fact, what do we get from netherrack? Ooh, netherrack gets you zinc, gold, phosphorus, sulfur, germanium, and then silicon. Interesting. This does seem like a fairly resource-dense area for us. We also have things like cobalt ore that we could look at mining in the future. So, like, for certain resources, especially for silicon dioxide now, presumably we could just, you know, excavate out a large chunk of gravel, take that back, and then use that. Is my brightness up full? It is. It seems a bit dark. We should definitely put down, like, a waypoint by the portal, because I would very much so like to not get lost out here. We could also use, if we wanted to, our slime sling. However, from past experience, using the slime sling in the nether is usually not a good idea. I have many a times flung myself directly into a pool of lava, so I think we'll try and avoid that where possible. Let's go ahead and hit J, and then go waypoints, new waypoint, portal. Of course, we do want to make sure that that is purple to match the portal color there. Good stuff, good stuff. So we should be able to hopefully find that if we do indeed get lost. But thankfully, I did see a little bit of soul sand just ahead here. So let's quickly chomp on this delicious pineapple pizza. And then let's see, can we excavate this? We totally can. Nice. All right, so that is an easy stack and a half of soul sand there. And presumably soul sand is going to be used in the chemical dissolver. It gets us thallium as well as a good amount of silicon dioxide. So shouldn't have to worry about that too much going forward. We also need to get 8 nether wart. And my goodness, someone's tanking through quest there. So presumably we are going to have to try and find some kind of nether fortress. And we're also going to have to kill 16 zombie pigmen, which I don't think is going to be too difficult. Right now we don't have a sword. However, we can make one, I guess, using our tool station and whatnot back at home. What do we get from nether quartz as well? Let me dig up one of these. Nether quartz gives you barium and silicon dioxide. What can we use barium for? We can use it to make quartz, barium, hand purple, and quartz. Okay, as well as barium sulfate. So right now, at least, not a whole lot. Oh, we can make grey dye out of it. All right, that's something, I guess. I feel like we should probably also take some mushrooms with us. We get this psilocybin as well as cellulose. Psilocybin can be used to make a mycelium, which could be useful, I guess. We'll take them just in case. There's no reason not to, I don't think. Let's go see if we can't find a fortress. I think I'll come back to fight the pigmen. Like I said, I do want to make sure that we have, you know, not just a pickaxe to fight these guys. I do think, though, that we will try and kill this guy over here. Just checking what has a higher attack damage. The Matic actually has, like, a surprisingly high attack damage. I guess it's the hatchet component kicking in there. Trying very much so not to hit. Ooh. So we do get loot crates from killing these magma cubes as well. Like I said, trying very much so not to hit that guy. I wonder if these are going to contain white antimatter. It did say in the quest book that we could get white antimatter later on down the line from loot crates, and each one dropped a loot crate. That's a 100% drop chance there. Antimatter and zinc, caffeine and carbon, sulfur and rubidium, rubidium and potassium, potassium and carbon. Okay, so we got a smorgasbord of chemicals and some white antimatter as well there. Very nice. All right, let's see if we can't find. I feel like we might have to use the slime sling, just a little bit, to try and find our nether fortress here. We don't have to worry too much about necessarily finding our way back to the portal due to the fact that we do have that /home command, so we can get back fairly easily. We really just have to worry about not dying, right? And even then, if we're fast enough, if we're fast enough, you can use the /home command to get back before you die horrendously in the lava, which is always nice. That was an intentional, purposeful demonstration, chat, of how we would use our speed to help us. Great example. Oh no. Okay. Let's take those freaking slime boots off. Oh jeez. Can you make nether wart? That's a good question. Nether wart. You can, but I don't recognize. Well, the germanium we can get germanium from netherrack, and then the Selenium? Selenium? Is acquired through fish. So I think we potentially could, if we could get like a fishing rod and do some fishing back at home. I don't know how difficult it is to make string. String is from protein, and protein is carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. That does seem doable, honestly. I don't know if that's the intent. I figured they maybe want you to just find a nether fortress, but I could be wrong on that. Also, someone said that we can drink the caffeine. Has an effect when consumed. Oh my. Night vision, speed, and haste. Oh, I like it. We probably should have used this back at home when when we were mining like the white antimatter for the speed boost. People are pointing out that rotten flesh gives you protein. And that is true. So if we get the kills on the, what do we need the protein for? Oh, the string, right? We were getting protein to get string, to get fish, to get nether wart. Okay, so no luck with the nether fortress. For now, I'm going to put my soul sand like over here, maybe. We'll put some netherrack in there as well. So someone does make a good point, actually. That good point is that if we were to break the obsidian on the other side of the portal, this one here, we can basically get free obsidian. And I'm assuming if I hold down my excavate key, I can excavate the whole portal here, because we can always come, like, we can slash home and then come back through the portal and it will regenerate it, right? For essentially infinite obsidian on that front. And then over here, what we should be able to do is create a sword pattern. And do I want a normal sword chat, or do I want like a cleaver or like a rapier? We can't get a cleaver, unfortunately. I know I said that, but the cleaver requires a tool forge, I think. Let's get a sword blade. If we're going to make a rapier, which seems to be the preferred option here, we need a sword blade, which we have, a tool rod, and then a crossguard. So the tool rod, we've got all the pattern for it, and then this is the crossguard. Wait. No, it's this one here. Okay. So we'll make the blade itself out of obsidian. I think we'll use another wooden tool rod, because I think those are better than the obsidian ones. So let's check. So this one has ecological, which means it does repair. Modifier 1, durability 25, whereas this guy has durability negative 100. So yeah, you have a negative penalty there for using obsidian as your handle. And then as for the crossguard, there's a few options we could go for here. We could do wood, that gives a durability of 15. I think we could do obsidian, that gives a durability of 90. We could also use cobblestone, and we could also use paper as well, actually. I don't know how good paper's going to be for us. The benefit of paper is that it does give you an extra modifier slot. So you can see that durability is not super high. But if we were to come into our tool station, go to rapier and then do U, and U, this has 4 modifiers as opposed to the 3 that it would normally have. If we were to get, let's say, some cobblestone and make a cobblestone crossguard for comparison, how different is that? So this has 4 modifiers, a durability of 143 and an attack of 3.31. So it's actually probably worth it. Like, the difference in durability there is not big. It's 4 durability points. I assume obsidian would be even higher, but I think paper might be worth it to make, so we can make this like even faster in the future. We could add, redstone. We could add nether quartz. We do have access to the nether, so making this stronger really shouldn't take too much time. And in fact, I think I might do that right out of the gate here, chat. Let me repair my pickaxe. Let's go get like a bunch of nether quartz to make our rapier deal more damage. All right, so let's do a quick slash home. And let's see how we can boost the damage on our rapier. So if we put the rapier in the tool station and then we add the nether quartz here, we can instantly bump it from 3.31 to 4.6 attack damage. We could then, if we wanted to, boost it up again if we use a second modifier slot, taking it up to 6.22. So almost double the starting value there. And then if we want to go further, we can actually do it. We can take it all the way to 7.28. if we add even more nether quartz there. We could go for the final one if we want to go up to 288 there. But I think for now that's fine. I think we'll leave that last slot open, potentially for some lapis maybe to give it luck, or maybe some redstone to give it more speed. But I think that should be pretty good. So let's see. I'm being told that we should probably grab like some cobblestone. And in fact, I guess we'll use netherrack, right? And we can just nerd pull up in the nether to fight a bunch of pigmen here. We only need to fight 16 to complete the quest, although we might want to fight a few extra to get certain resources. So let's go see if we can't find some of those pigmen, shall we? So let's see here. If I do... I assume 3 blocks is enough. I don't know if I can, like, fight you from here. Maybe if we... Okay, I'm going to take these off. I'm going to hit this guy. Then I'm going to run. Then we're going to do that. 2 blocks might be enough, actually. Although maybe 3 blocks is right. I guess, in reality... I think I just despawned. I guess, in reality, we probably didn't need to... if we're going to use the nerd pull method, we probably didn't need to bother with sharpening the sword. Although I guess we don't have to use the nerd pull method if we do have the sharp sword. I see a bunch of them down there. We're going to get so many loot crates as well. Hello, my friends. Oh, you're already ready to go, eh? This is definitely more risky than we need to be, given our lack of armor. Don't back me into the lava, please. We can resort to this trick. Yeah, no, I heard that coming. Okay. I know you're thinking, wow, Isaac, you're very low on HP. This seems incredibly unnecessarily risky. Don't go in that hole. That's a bad hole. The ghast really, really complicates things, eh? Can I get this guy? No. All right. So we've upgraded we've leveled up our rapier, which should mean an extra modifier again, which is very nice. We could add even more quartz to it if we wanted to. Okay, and we've also completed the quest, right? Yes, we have indeed. Okay. So the next quest after that is green antimatter. It says rubidium can be acquired from loot crates from killing mobs. So we would need 8 rubidium. Hello, my friend. Let's do a quick slash home. We can always come back if we want to fight more pigmen. And let's open up some of these loot crates, shall we? We've got 27 loot crates here. So carbon and potassium, caffeine and magnesium, rubidium, more rubidium and nitrogen, magnesium sulfite and zinc, rubidium, zinc and carbon, rubidium and zinc, caffeine and sulfur, rubidium and white antimatter, and then we'll just get the rest of those. Okay. We got a bunch of stuff there. Let's put as much of it as we can over into here. Let's add drawers for elements that we don't yet have space for. And yes, so we got 18 rubidium. So we should be able to fairly easily grab 8 of that, grab a stack of white antimatter, and then hopefully do something like this. Nice. And that is that quest also taken care of. In return, we get 4 more loot crates. You can shift right click to open them all at once. Thank you, chat. That makes life a lot easier. 16 tellurium. So you can get the tellurium from green antimatter. Okay. So we'll begin running this through here, I guess. And again, let's continually keep putting our stuff back in storage drawers. So that's 5. And that's 10. 10 is not quite 16. However, we do have more, a bunch more of the rubidium now. We get it back when we process the green antimatter. So getting more of this stuff really shouldn't be a problem. And hopefully, 40 there should be enough for 6 more. It is. Nice. Cool. So there's the tellurium quest done. And that gives us 64 netherrack, and presumably is needed for this cobblestone generator here. All right. A bucket of lava seems extremely doable. Let's also give the old tellurium its own space there. We do have our buckets on us, so let's go quickly grab some lava. And then I guess we'll come back. Actually, do we have the rotten flesh? We do. Let me quickly grab that protein here. Nice. Okay. So 42 protein. Does give us the option for the hang glider, which could be a lot more usable for getting around the nether. Helpful for exploring the nether. So this is made with a stick and then 2 glider wings, which are made with leather and sticks. So we would need 12 leather. Each piece of leather requires 3 protein. So we need, what, 36 protein, which I believe we have? Yeah, we've got 50. So we should, chat, be able to do this, I think. Let's put basically all of our protein in the middle slot there. Once we get to 12, take that out, grab some sticks. Actually, we have sticks on us, but we can get a few more here. And then at that point, it should just be as simple as putting the leather in, like so, putting the sticks in here and here, getting the 2 glider wings, and then getting the glider. Nice. So with the glider, what we should be able to do, if we wanted to, for example, is, first of all, maybe start smelting up some more apples, because we're a little low on food here. Did I put my furnace away? I did. Let's grab that back, and let's get that going again here. Perfect. But what we should be able to do is, for example, fly right up, and then activate the glider to fly a longer distance, and kind of have a more controlled descent than you have with the slime sling by default. And again, it definitely should help with traversing the nether, hopefully. So let's give that a try, shall we? Let's go see if we can't get a bucket of lava nice and easily. Before I do that, let me dump some stuff out here, though. Let's put the glowstone, I guess, into its own drawer. We'll put that maybe like here with the other kind of nether stuff there. And then I will also dump out for now some of this other stuff as well that we're not really using just yet. The obsidian breakers are interesting. I'm not quite sure when we're going to be breaking more obsidian, but it's good to have, I guess, nonetheless. All right. So where is our nearest patch of lava? It is like right beneath us here. So I have my slime boots on, which is good. Can I get down there? I can't get down there, but what I should be able to do is glide over there. Nice. And then from there, we can just go ahead and grab our lava, right? Nice. All right, so that is the hang glider and the hot stuff quest complete. So where are we going from here? We need string and we need nether wart. And as we showed, we can, if we want, use string to get nether wart. We didn't find a fortress. So if we want to make nether wart, we would need cellulose, germanium, and selenium. So germanium, I think we have, right? Oh, I thought we had. Oh, we can get it from the netherrack, is what we found. We can get the germanium from the netherrack in small quantities, but it is there. And then the only thing we're missing then is the selenium, which you can get from fish, which we could, of course, get via a fishing rod, which is presumably, yeah, what the string is for. So string is made from protein. We would need 3 string if we were going to get a fishing rod. We did use a bunch of our protein on leather, but that's fine. We do have some left over here. So string. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Perfect. And then if we grab our sticks again, we should be able to fairly easily get a fishing rod. Nice. And presumably from there, we get cactus juice. Interesting. As well as some levels. From there, we can do a little bit of fishing here in our tiny little pond. I do believe that whilst it is tiny, this is big enough for us to actually catch fish in. Yeah, I think in 1.12 you just need like a 1x1 water source block to get fish. So that gives you 2 selenium. Do we get more selenium if we cook it first? No. Okay. So we can dissolve that. There is a quest for selenium. It wants us to get 8, and in return we get more protein. If we're going to make 8 nether wart, oof, that's a lot of selenium. I do see that we have this quest over here for the tier 4 cobblestone generator, which, yeah, it does require blaze rods. So, yeah, it does appear that we are going to have to find a nether fortress eventually. So, you know what? Sure, let's head back in and see if we can't find one. Which hopefully might be a little easier now that we have our glider. This is risky. I'm not going to risk it. Oh, no! What the heck? What was that? What was that? I feel actually duped. The lava spawned in front of me. What in the world was that? Do you see that? Fortress acquired. So now we just need to not die to the blazes for one. And we could do with finding at least 1 nether wart. Oh, here we go. Can we shift to grow these? Yeah, we can. Okay. What I'm gonna do, because we're playing on a server, I'm gonna like grow and harvest these here, but I'm gonna leave like a full set so that you know, when the next person finds the area here, they can come and also get some. You know, pass it forward. All right. I don't know if we want to fight any blazes while we're here. Like, that seems unnecessarily risky given our complete lack of armor that we have right now. I'll happily fight these guys. As long as we don't hit the pigman, we're good. And that's a bunch of crates that are very nice to have. Yeah, so I think we'll come back when we need blazes. I think we want to try and get maybe a bit of armor first before we try and fight the blazes. Yeah, a shield is probably a good idea as well, honestly, before we try and fight the blazes. Oh, it's not a spawner, it's just a blaze. No rod, eh? Enchanted scroll of unstable intangibility. I'll take the iron for sure. We can kill the blazes quite fast, which is good. It's just trying not to hit the pigmen and whatnot on the way around. Take the gold horse armor. You can dissolve it. Ooh, you can turn that into oh, that one's iron horse armor. Oh, you totally can turn that into iron. Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you, chat. All right, let's do /home. We can come back to that fortress a little later on down the line. Let's dump all of the nether wart and nether rack that we have over into our drawers. And then let's quickly open up all the loot crates. Beautiful. And again, we'll drop all those into there. Good stuff. So we've got the nether wart. Fishy matter. Collect 8 selenium. Right now we have, I believe, a little bit of it. Yeah, we have 6 selenium. Okay. And we can get it from fish and from nether wart. I'm going to throw 1 nether wart into here. And there we go. That should be that quest complete. It is indeed. Perfect. That gets us some protein. It says gathering nether wart will likely be faster for making it the selenium. All right. So now we have cobblestone generator. Create a cobblestone generator. The default cobblestone generator is 1 tellurium ingot, 1 glass, 5 double compressed cobblestone, and then water and lava buckets. Okay, that is quite the recipe, but that seems very doable. How much cobblestone do we have? We have got 22. So let me bookmark cobblestone generator. Let's unbookmark the antimatter catalyst. That seems like it's a bit out of our price range right now. So each one of these is 81 cobblestone. If we need 5, that's like, what, 400 cobblestone? Which is approximately 6.5 stacks of cobblestone. So I think the easiest way for us to do that is probably going to be through gravel, right? If we take our mattock and we go get some gravel from the nether, the gravel can be turned into silicon dioxide 1-to-1, and then the silicon dioxide can be turned directly back into cobblestone, right? Yeah. So I think that makes the most sense. We do have 150 silicon dioxide actually already here ready to go, so we can get ahead of this by just getting some of that going. So we just grab the mattock and do one of these. That gets us at least a stack of gravel there before the mattock breaks, but we can repair that. Okay, let's see how well that does for us. That might be fine actually, because that's another 2 stacks of cobble right there. So for every 1 gravel you do get 2 cobblestone for every 1 gravel. So it seems pretty good. How much cobble do we have? We got 342. So yeah, an extra stack here is going to take us to 400. We need 405 in total if we're going to get the double compressed cobblestone. So that should actually be more than enough. It totally is. Nice. So let's, first of all, I think make like another chest or 2. Because our inventory is starting to fill up with yet more stuff that we don't really have like a draw for. Stuff like the the iron horse armor and the wither dust. I guess we can turn the iron horse armor directly into iron and just dump that in there for now. Come back to that in the future. Same for the selenium. But like some of the other stuff here, we definitely don't need to be carrying around on us. So let's grab all of the cobblestone. And then let's compress all that up, shall we? Perfect. And then we'll compress that one step further. Brilliant. That gets us 5 double compressed cobblestone. And then from there, the tellurium ingot requires 16 tellurium, which is over here. And we have 18. Perfect. We'll take that. We'll put 2 back. So if I just throw you in here, top left, that should get us the 1 tellurium ingot. It does indeed. And then at that point, we need 1 glass, which does mean we need a sand, which as of yet we've not managed to get, but I assume it's silicon dioxide. It is indeed. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, drop that in the bottom right-hand slot. That gets us a sand. There might have actually been just a recipe straight for glass. I didn't check. Oh, there isn't. We do have to make sand. Okay, that's fine. And then from there, we just need the bucket of lava and the bucket of water. So do we have 3 iron ingots? We totally do. Nice. We also still have our old bucket with lava in it. We can grab water, of course, from our unlimited water source. Good stuff. And at that point, we should be basically good to go, right? We'll take the glass and boom. Cool. So this is the very basic tier. And you'll see if we hover over, it can hold up to 32 blocks and it makes 1 cobblestone every 40 ticks. There are 20 ticks per second in Minecraft, so this produces 1 cobblestone every 2 seconds. Not particularly fast, but it is free cobblestone that requires no input whatsoever. However, the quest here does want us to upgrade it to tier 2, then tier 3, then tier 4. So apparently we're going to need a lot of cobblestone. So chat is recommending that we put down the cobblestone generator right out of the gate here, which I think is actually probably a good idea. So what I'm thinking here is if I think I might make like a drawer dedicated to this. In fact, do we have what it takes to make a compacting drawer? Because the compacting drawer does allow us to kind of skip the... I guess we can technically make one. It's quite pricey, but it might be worth it, honestly. So if we make 2 pistons, do we have some redstone left still? We do not. We can make some redstone, I think, fairly easily using our beets here. The recipe for redstone, which I will bookmark here, was iron oxide and strontium carbonate. The strontium carbonate is strontium and carbonate, of course. Carbonate being oxygen and carbon, easy enough, and strontium being acquired from the red antimatter, of course. So we can run you through here. We can take the iron oxide and combine that up with the white antimatter. There is also the fact that the red antimatter does give you more iron oxide back, so you actually do kind of like duplicate that iron oxide by turning it into to red antimatter there. And then we can take the strontium, and do we have some of the old carbonates? No. So we'll get some oxygen and some carbon. And we'll make some carbonate. And then if we combine that, of course, with the old strontium there, that should be the strontium carbonate taken care of. It is. At which point we combine that with the iron oxide, and that gets us a little bit of redstone. We really don't need too much just yet. So the 6 here should be fine. And that is going to allow us, I believe, to make a couple of pistons here. Of course, if we get the iron. And we should have enough Fe, actually, to make a fair bit more iron. Yeah, we've got 261 Fe over here. So if we unlock the recipe and we wanted to make, for example, more iron, it is just as simple as putting in this up here. Beautiful. So, well, let's get 2 pistons. We do need to get 5 stone. However, I do believe that we found out last time you can make stone directly. We don't have to smelt cobblestone. Yeah, so we need 5 silicon dioxide, which I believe we should have. Yeah, we've got 1 there and 4 in our inventory. So let's once again unlock that and get 5 stone. And from there, we should then have pretty much, I think, everything that it takes to make this guy, right? We need to make a regular storage drawer, but again, that should not be a problem. I believe the easiest one for us to make is a chest with 6 planks, like that, and boom, we get a compacting drawer. Nice. So yeah, just while we work on getting some of the other resources required to upgrade our cobblestone generator, we can, for example, put this down here and put the compacting drawer on top, and that should, I believe, auto-eject the cobblestone up into the compacting drawer, and so once every 2 seconds, we're going to get 1 extra cobblestone, and if we like, we can pull that out in compressed or double compressed form going forward, which is very nice indeed. So I think we can actually upgrade this very quickly here, because the first upgrade is to tier 2, and that requires 64 selenium, which we can of course get very quickly with our nether wart, and 7 iron, which is obviously also pretty easy. In fact, we already have the 7 iron ready to go. So let's get, I think, like a little nether wart farm going here in the overworld. For now, we'll put it like over here by our beet farm, I think. So each nether wart gets us, what, 4 selenium? So we only need 16 nether wart, actually, to get a stack, and there's 17 nether wart. So let's run back over here and just run all 16 of these through here. That gives us the stack of selenium, perfect. And at that point, we're basically good to go, right? We can pick this guy back up, craft it with the 7 iron and the selenium, and that should get us, ideally. Oh, you have to do it in the chemical combiner. That's interesting. Okay. That's an odd way of doing it, but sure, why not? We'll put in you, we'll put in you, and we'll put in you. And there we go. We get the tier 2 cobblestone generator. So now we're generating cobblestone, I believe, twice as fast, right? Yeah, once every 20 ticks as opposed to once every 40 ticks. So once a second as opposed to once every 2 seconds. If we want to take that one step further, we need a stack of zinc and then 7 diamonds. So zinc we do have, and we have 41 of it. What is the recipe, or how have we been acquiring our zinc? We've been getting it from mineral salt, by the looks of it. We also have zinc oxide, which we might have. We do have a little bit of zinc oxide, yeah. So we could turn that into a zinc and oxygen. So we have approximately 5 more zinc there, if we need it, to take us up to like 46 zinc. Although I do think that we probably just want to get it from more salt, presumably. How are we doing over here? We got a little bit more salt. I should definitely go and refill this. I'm hopeful that somewhat shortly we might be able to automate that. How are we doing on salt? We're 250 actually, so let's take all that salt and see if we have what it takes to make a bit more zinc. And then, of course, the diamonds, I believe we can make from carbon. So diamonds are made in the chemical combiner from 8 stacks of carbon. 8 stacks of carbon we can get in a multitude of ways. We can, if we want, begin to tap into our sugarcane here, if we wanted to. the sugarcane can turn into sucrose, and the sucrose can turn into carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We can also, of course, cut down a bunch of trees. The oak wood here turns into cellulose, and the cellulose, again, also turns into carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Less carbon than the sugarcane, but we can cut down a lot of trees a lot faster, I think, so that might not be a bad idea. We got 2 zinc there, which is not ideal. Takes up to 43 in total. So let's get our salt mines going again. And then we'll look at getting a large amount of carbon. So I guess we'll start with the sugarcane, given that we have a ton of it, and that it grows, quite fast, and we have all of it ready to go. So we'll take all of that sugarcane, as well as the 22 that we have in here, and we'll just run all of that through our chemical dissolver, obviously twice. And then we'll see where, we'll kind of like reevaluate and see where that leaves us in terms of carbon. We do already have a fair bit of carbon. We've got 153 up there. However, if we're going to get 7 diamonds, so each diamond requires 8 lots of 64 carbon, and we need 7 of them. So we need 3,584 carbon, which is like 56 stacks of carbon. My goodness. Okay. That's a lot of carbon. But that shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Oh, we got hardened silver. Also, it does give us 2 diamonds as a head start there, actually. So that's good. So we actually only need 6 diamonds, not 8. You can burn hydrogen in like as a fuel. Oh, you totally can burn hydrogen. Does that work in the smeltery? In the furnace generator? It totally does. So we can burn our hydrogen here if we like, as a source of power, which might not be a bad idea actually, given that we have just so much of it. Okay. I guess we could do... We have blocks of coal. I'm going to break those down. Perfect. All right. So, that is our 7th diamond. All right. It took a while, but we now have 7 diamonds. What else did we need for that next tier of cobblestone generator? We also needed... oh, yes, of course, 64 zinc. So, right now we have 43 plus 5. So, 48 zinc. So we don't need too much more, right? We need 16 more. That could prove tricky because it does seem to be a low chance on the sodium that we have here, the mineral salt. So I'm not confident that we're going to get any here or get enough here. Like it seems to be a very, like, it's what? What's the percentage chance here? 2%. It's also looking like we should very much so upgrade some of our storage drawers. You'll see we have a ton of hydrogen and carbon. Even though we've been burning a bunch of our hydrogen in our generators here to make more power, we still don't have enough. So, I'm thinking, let's grab some wood. And let's make some upgrades. So if we get, let's say 2 of these, and then 2 drawers, we can then, if we go to add storage drawer, we can make these upgrade templates, which are made with sticks. Like so. We'll take 4. And then you can choose which material you want to upgrade them with. You can go obsidian, iron, gold, diamond, or emerald. I think I might use obsidian for now. They're not the best, but we can get basically free obsidian by just going through the portal over and over again, and we can upgrade these later on down the line. So I think for now, I'm going to do that. We don't really have that much iron, gold, or diamonds, or emeralds, so we'll make them out of obsidian. That'll give us a little bit of extra space. You can put multiple in here. So like, for example, this one right now can hold 1,024 hydrogen and 1,024 oxygen. If we put one of these in, it doubles the storage. You'll see it increases storage to 2 times the base value. And if we shift right click, you can see there are multiple slots here to put a bunch of these in. So at that point, we should be able to grab basically all of our hydrogen and oxygen and store significantly more of it in that top drawer there. And as we go forward, I assume we're going to need more upgrades in even more drawers as we get more of all of the elements. But for now, this seems like a good kind of first step just to give us some more storage. So now we have a bit of free space. Let's go and let's see about turning some of our netherrack here into zinc. Yeah, that seems like a much quicker way of getting the zinc here. And then we can, of course, run that through. So how much did we need? We needed 64. We currently have 55. So we'll run like a few more stacks of netherrack here. We could, if we wanted to, smelt this first because the nether brick does have a higher chance, but I don't know if it's necessarily worth the time, given how easy it is for us to just vein mine the zinc. And that should be enough, right? We only needed 9 more. It is. So we'll take you. We will take the diamonds. We'll pick this guy back up. And then presumably over in the assembler again, if we do this, we unlock the recipe first. We do this, this, and this. We get the tier 3 cobblestone generator. Nice. Okay, cool. So now we're getting 1 cobblestone every 10 ticks, so 2 cobblestone per second. And then finally, if we want to go up to the final tier here, we need 64 thallium. The thallium we've been getting from soul sand, that seems easy enough. Again, we only need 64, and it's a 100%, oh no, it's a 50% drop chance, so we need 2 stacks of soul sand, which I think we might even have. Yeah, we totally do, so we just take both of those and just run those through here. That should be the thallium just taken care of. And then as far as the blaze rods go, as of right now, we have 0 blaze rods, despite killing, I think, like 4 blazes. So you can make these with blaze powder, and blaze powder can be made from germanium, carbon, and sulfur, which doesn't seem, it's pricey though, because you need 5 per blaze rod, and we need 7 blaze rods, so we need 35 blaze powder, and then, 35 multiplied by 8. So we do need quite a bit. We do have a little bit of germanium, I don't know how much, 75. Yeah, so I think it's probably in our best interest just to fight blazes for it, as opposed to trying to, we didn't quite get there, right? We got 62. As opposed to trying to make it. We do get 4, oh wow, we get 4 diamond upgrade. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I made those after we got the freaking quest complete, chat. Gosh dang it. So we could put one of these in here. This increases the storage by 16 times. At that point, we could take all these out because this one is better than all of those combined, which is, much nicer. Again, it's fine. We can get as much obsidian as we like, and we can use these to fill up and, increase the space in other drawers going forward there. So yeah, I think we just have to go and fight blazes until we can get enough blaze rods, right? We need 7 blaze rods. So we just have to make sure we kind of fight them before they get too high up. There are more over there as well. He's going to fall. He can't get to us. I think you'd have to be a little far away for them to spawn in. No blaze rod, eh? We definitely should have come with more food. Like, the lack of food is not good. Although, what we can do is we can do /home to get more apples, and then we can do /back to take us back again. We don't have to walk all the way there, which is grand. We actually don't have any apples. I guess I'll take some beets. Sure. They're not quite as good. They're actually quite bad in comparison. But they'll get the job done. Okay, that's 4 of 7. That's over halfway. And there's 7. All right. Chat, we have done it. Let's grab this guy. Perfect. What else did we need? We also needed the, of course, the thallium, which we should have. 62 thallium. So we need a little bit more, like 4 more soul sand, right? Approximately. Yeah, nice. Okay. And then back over here, let's go and do something like this. You, and then boom. And there we go. So now we're producing cobblestone once every 5 ticks. So 4 cobblestone per second. And I guess we could also go ahead and throw one of those diamond storage upgrades into here as well to give us even more space to hold even more cobblestone as we progress forward. And that gives us a compacting drawer, actually. Interesting. So next up, there's grass and fertilizer. Create 4 grass blocks and 4 fertilizer. The grass blocks are made with water, cellulose, and kaolinite. And then the fertilizer is made with urea, dimonium, phosphate, and potassium chloride, which requires some stuff that we do not have yet by the looks of it, but it seems very doable. However, chat, that's going to have to wait, I think, for the next stream, because alas, we are out of time. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up today's stream there. Next time, we'll come back and we'll start working towards, I guess, getting to the deep dark appears to be where we're going. The Deep Dark is usually a dimension that is full of ores, so presumably we're going to head on through and maybe do some mining, like some actual mining, to get some resources maybe a little bit easier. And then on to Chapter 3, which gets us started with, some more resources as smeltery, so we can make some better tools and whatnot. And then into some other mods, like thermal expansion, and then presumably as well into, I see, is it industrial foregoing over there? It looks like it might be. Yeah, we do have industrial foregoing in the pack. Nice.